turn off the lights! Hello everybody, RinniePie here. Welcome to Let's Play. Today I'm actually doing a Let's Play of a game that's kind of a small game for the PS Vita. It was actually only a downloadable game, and actually it came out for the American PSN as well. So this game is called Phantom Breaker. Now, this game doesn't really have that big of a market, I think. Not a lot of people bought it. The game is actually pretty fun, you know. So if you actually have this game, please leave a comment and tell me if you actually liked it and what's the reason why you bought it. Now, this is a 2D brawler game. Now, and originally it has a network and ad hoc mode. One of the things I've noticed is that nobody's ever on the network. And so we're going to a local game. So let's start with the arcade mode. Total 7 characters. 7 characters. Kurisu is my strongest. She's a DLC character. And she costs money. Yeah, she did cost money. Let me get a autofocus up right now so that you can see a lot better. So I'm gonna try with Cocoa. You can change different colors, you know. I do like pink. Oh, and by the way, I've actually started writing blogs. It's not going to be everyday thing. It's just going to be kind of a update to some of the games I've covered. And, you know, I'm going to post a few things on it saying various things about what I think about the particular games I played. And I've actually done it for the Monster Hunter 4G already. It actually tells you all the information you need to know, especially when it comes to what are some of the newer contents and what are some of my experiences with it. So you can find it in you can find a link to it in my Monster Hunter 4G first impressions. I know for that one I didn't post enough gameplay, and I was hoping on doing a Let's Play of that today, 4G today. Unfortunately, what happened was, and what ultimately drove me to playing this game, was that I spent 5 minutes searching for the monster itself. Literally, I spent 5 minutes running on the map, finding a monster. Every time I find it, it flies away. And at that point, I was just so pissed off that I was just like, fuck it. I'm playing a game that requires less stress. So, and that's why I turned back to this game. And this game is really fun, especially when I'm kind of stressed and I just want to wail on what Japanese thought about some of their otaku culture. You know, you have the overly buff guy, you have the Japanese businessmen, and they're all cybernized for some reason. And yeah, you know, there's not a lot of sprites in this game, but what they have is actually pretty nice looking. The controls feel smooth, you know. Of course, what you're going to notice, I'm actually pressing only one button right now. Well, for most of the game, it's the square button, and so occasionally I press triangle to go into a different combo. Circle goes into a heavy attack. Down X actually is a special attack, so. And I spam the R button a lot too. The R button is the area attack, and it saves you when you're in trouble. Like, for example, that. And it actually brings a lot of combo. And yeah. But yeah, that's the problem. And another thing, I was also trying to test the camera on my iPad Air to see how well it records gameplay off of 3DS, and not as good as my Samsung. Yeah, the highest quality it can record is a 720p video. So, you know, it's going to look good if I record something like nature or outside stuff, but if it's going to be something off another screen like what I'm doing right now, I'm going to have to limit myself to using my cell phone, which is this is a Samsung Note 2, I think. I haven't upgraded to Note 3, and I'm not gonna bother. I'm sorry about the shaking. This game involves a lot of button presses, so I'm trying to keep it as steady as I can. But you know, this is what you're going to be dealing with when you're playing brawler games. You're gonna be holding on the button a lot, so I apologize for that. Whoa, what happened there? I have no idea what just... Okay. So yeah, have you guys heard of what happened today? You know, despite living in Taiwan, I love Disney, so I've actually heard of what happened. Apparently, one of their fireworks didn't explode, and when it landed on one of their newer ride, I think it was the Snow White's mine train or something. I really want to see that one. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in Taiwan for the time being, and it kind of burned for like 30 minutes or something. And I'm surprised it only burned for 30 minutes. You know, I'm not sure if it broke because the news media didn't give it much coverage, but yeah. And I didn't bother checking the news today, so oh well. Yeah, this is just one of those games that actually allows you to just sit down and just press buttons and not really care. Of course, sometimes you do get hit, so be very careful. Now, I'm planning on doing a lot more Let's Plays, probably 1 or 2 a week. What I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to have to be using the big E word, the thing where especially for some of the older games I really want to play, which is like NES or retro games. And one of the reasons is that most of my retro consoles are back in the United States, and unfortunately Taiwan doesn't really have a retro gaming community or retro gaming game scene in terms of buying these things. So, you know, I do find stores from time to time with Famicom games, but most of it, there was only one store that I know of that buys and sells Famicom game, and unfortunately, overpriced as hell. I mean, the games they are selling are 3 times pricier. They have an entire set of the Game & Watch by not the newer ones that they gave out for Club Nintendo, but the original Game & Watches, and most of them are boxed, okay condition, and they're selling it for around a lot of money. I've actually saw one that they're selling for $500 equivalent. So I'm kind of scared if I'm going to go into retro gaming, especially here in Taiwan, because that is just not that's just not how the community of gamers work here. You know, they know the price of things. They actually check eBay. They check eBay for American prices to sell to a market that barely anybody is participating in. And you know, that's why I refuse to buy retro games here in Asia and Taiwan, because you know, it's just they know the prices and they overprice it even more. You know, they're just hoping. And another problem is that you never know if you're gonna buy fakes. One of the things I've noticed is that, you know, there's a lot of fakes here, and one of the things that's been going on here in Taiwan is the big food scare. In terms of, there's this big company called Dingxing, and what they did was they pretty much made oil. They refined oil or distilled oil from non-human grade oil, basically oil for animal feed, for other stuff. That's just absolutely disgusting, and there's a whole backlash in the whole food culture here, and let's just say the entire Taiwan community is basically too scared to do anything because they don't, for one, they don't know what food is tainted, so most of us are just cooking at home. It's a good thing I don't eat out a lot. But yeah, that's what's been going on recently. And you know, in terms, so I'm gonna have to use the big E for some of my more older games footage. I'm going to have to bust out my Asus. You know, I haven't touched that laptop in a while. But yeah, I'm almost surrounded. This is, you know, this game will get even crazier later on. Unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna show you guys all of it. I'm just gonna probably try to get through stage 1. Maybe save stage 2 for another video, but yeah. I also have Terraria for the PS Vita, but I don't really like to play it all that much. I know it's one of the top games, you know, sold in Japan, and it's quite interesting, but at the same time, I'm just not one of those players who play a lot of Minecraft style games. You know, I played it for a very long time. It was fun for a while, but at some point it kind of got boring for me, and yeah. But that's the plan for what's going to, you know, happen eventually on this channel. And you know, like I said, I'm actually getting ready to release an album. One of the things is, because of that, my workload really has been crazy. So that's why my updates are not as, you know, fast as it used to be. My games, I haven't been buying the games as fast as I used to be because I just don't have the time to move out, to get out of the house, and you know, most of the time it's devoted to music, and all that stuff. But yeah, my workload has lightened a little bit. That's why I've decided to start doing Let's Plays, and instead of, and maybe occasionally do that, the other stuff, that other thing that I do, which is talk about why something's being delayed. Oh man, I just noticed I've been saying sorry a lot this year, and you know, I'm really glad that a lot of people are still people, you know, keeping up with my channel. And yeah, oh, I lost last time here, and mainly because she's not high enough level. I'm probably gonna lose here again. You never know. Ah, sweaty fingers. Ah, shoot. Yeah, he is very, very strong. This is actually a boss. I think the boss is all the same in this game. Remember, right? The boss is basically this boy and the girl I'm running. Yeah, the girl I'm running is actually a bad guy, and she can only be acquired by finishing the story mode. Ah, come on! He has a lot of health. Oh, jeez. Yeah, oh boy. Gotcha. No! Sorry, guys. Ah! Damn it! Damn it! Come on! Last sliver of health! Show your skills! No! 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 Damn it! Damn it! Oh! Well, I just lost. Yeah, okay. I just lost. And that game over screen is probably the biggest. This game is kind of a douchebag when it comes to game over screen. Look at this. It's just like, oh, game over. Oh, well, okay. Well, I try my best for this one, I guess. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm just gonna leave it here. You know, maybe I'll play a little bit more of this in later episodes. But thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions involving any of the older PlayStation Vita games or that I actually have or covered, please contact me if you actually need some help or anything. So I'll see you all a little later. Goodbye.